Happy Thursday and welcome to the Team Fit Revolution weekly call. My name is Lauren Kaliski. For those of you that don't know me, I am the founder of Team Fit Revolution, and I am so excited that you are here with us either tonight live or watching the recording. So first of all, just thank you so much for taking time out of your evening, out of your schedule to learn and grow and hang out with the team. It's really one of the best things you can do for your business. But promise me one thing, you won't just come get on these calls every week and sit and listen, that you take this stuff and you run with it and you apply it into your business. That's the best gift that you can give me back. I'm more than happy to spend my time with you guys, but please just take this stuff and run with it, okay? So first of all, I want to start off by doing some recognition. Is there any new coaches on the call? Do we have any brand new coaches on the call? Raise your hand if this is your first team call. Anyone's first? Or type in the chat box. I'm not seeing any firsts. Anyone? Anyone's first team call? No? Okay. Well, we've all got some returning coaches, so thank you so much for being here. But I always like to give shout outs to the new coaches that join team calls, because I know getting on these Zoom calls with all these faces can be a little bit weird at first, but I'm sure you, as you guys know, this is like one of the best parts. Oh, yay, Jose, first time on this team call. Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining Team Fit Revolution and hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate it. How about anyone celebrating a rank advancement, or does anyone have a coach who rank advanced? I want to give a shout out to you if there's anyone celebrating an exciting promotion this week. Anyone? Okay, well, if you're not celebrating something yet, I'm sure many of you are going to be running with the Momentum Post-Summit. Anyone? I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. There's 2 pages of you guys. Anyone celebrating something this week that you want to share? Yay! Amanda just found a success partner. That's exciting. It can be anything. It doesn't just have to be rank related. What are you celebrating this week in your business? What did you accomplish last week? For me, I set up my streak and it's changing my life. Yeah, thank you, Alexa. Thank you. I need that encouragement. I appreciate it. It's literally changing my life. So that's my celebration for the week. So I don't know. What are you celebrating? Type in the chat box. Let us know. Let us give you a little love and shout you out for whatever it is you're celebrating this week. So, okay. I am, okay, Charlene updated her Google Forms and updated her website. Awesome, awesome. Okay, well, Charlene, I hope don't take this personally, because my next message might kind of hit home with you. And same with you, Liz. So my next message might hit home with you, but please do not take it personally, because this comes from a place of love and just real talk and just wanting to be completely honest with you guys of what it's going to take to be successful, okay? So hold on one second. You guys know I'm a little technology challenged, so I'm gonna get a PowerPoint up here really quick, if I can figure out how to do it. Present. How do I present in a different window? Okay, I think I'm there. Hold on one second. I just gotta share my screen. Yeah. This is real life. I'm a dinosaur, guys. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Can I get a thumbs up? Yes, okay, thank you, Liz. Okay, so I can only see 4 of you right now on the side. It's T, Cassie, and Liz. So you're gonna be the people I'm talking to. Thank you. Okay, cool. So tonight's topic, the secret to success. I've already given you the secret, so it's not really a secret. It's heart and hustle, but we're gonna dive into that. What does that freaking mean? What is heart and hustle, and how can you apply this concept to your business and to reach your goals? So what is it that you need to be successful? What is it? What does it take to be successful? I want you to type in the chat box and tell me. I wonder if there's a way I can see this chat. Oh, yep, I got the chat up, so I can see you guys now talking to me. So what does it take to be successful? I want to know, what are the ingredients for success? I'm talking to you. Passion, consistency, hard work. Yes, this quote. You are 100% fucking in charge of your life, so stop fucking bitching. You're the only one that can change it, okay? But what does it take? Consistency, discipline, heart, passion, showing up. Okay, these are all great. Holding yourself accountable. You can fool others, but you can't fool yourself. Oh, I love that, Jose. Amen. Yeah, like you got to get honest with yourself, right? You can give off whatever picture, whatever story you want to share to the world, but at the end of the day, be honest with yourself. organization, getting outside of your comfort zone, your integrity. Yeah, these are great. Actually, these are awesome. Okay, I'm going to start by telling you what you don't need to be successful. Okay? This is what you do not need to be successful. You don't need a fancy website. You don't need a social media following. You don't need any types of certifications. You don't need a freaking college degree, guys. You don't need to have all the freaking answers. No, you don't need that either. You don't have to have a perfect body. No. None of that fun, pretty stuff, none of that stuff that we all want, that we all get so caught up doing on a daily basis, spending our time doing and focusing on, or what we do or don't have. None of those things mean anything without heart and hustle. You could have all the certifications, all the qualifications in the world. You can have the prettiest website with perfect links and beautiful pictures and professional photos. None of those things mean one freaking thing if you don't have heart and hustle. It means nothing, okay? So get it straight. Get it straight what you need to really focus your time on today, because someday you will have all the time in the world to spend on those types of projects, on all that fun shit that we all want to work on. But at the end of the day, what's going to get you to your goals is heart and hustle. That's it, guys. That's it. Heart and hustle, okay? So everyone wants to do the fun shit, but no one wants to do the dirty shit. The stuff that takes hard work, that is not fun, that is tedious, that is, it's not glamorous, right? Yes, the unsexy stuff, yes. Okay, you gotta be willing to do the unsexy stuff. Look, I am not sexy right now. I'm stinky, I'm sweaty, I haven't showered. I am the furthest thing from sexy. You know what I've been doing all day? I've been hustling. And even if this isn't your full-time whatever, you get what I'm saying. You got to hustle from the moment that you wake up to the moment you go to bed. If you want to live your dreams, that's what you got to do, okay? So who saw the Gary Vee video about August? Type in the chat box. I can't see everyone's faces, so please type in the chat box. Who saw the Gary Vee about August? The Gary Vee video about August, okay? If you haven't watched it yet, it's posted in every team page. Go watch it. It's like 2 minutes long and it'll rock your socks off, okay? But what Gary Vee says in that video is August is a pivotal month for business, guys. August, forget about January, forget about December. August is where you got to get your head in the game, because August is where you can separate yourself from the rest of the pack. August is the month where people either 10x it and go big, or they hit the snooze button and they lay by the pool, getting their suntan on, drinking pina coladas, maybe gaining 5 pounds. I don't know. So it's either, you get to pick. You get to pick. So here's the deal. I don't want you to just be in. I want you to be all in this month. You have to be all in. And if you aren't ready to be all in, if you're not in a place in your life where you could commit to being all in, here's the deal. Hit the snooze button. Take a recharge month. Recharge your battery for the rest of the year. Maybe that's where you're at. That's what Gary Vee kind of talks about, right? But you got to pick. What side of the coin are you on? Are you going all in, or are you hitting the snooze button? I'm going all in. Who else is with me? Like, I am not stopping. I'm not slowing down. I'm not sleeping. I'm going to sleep, but I'm going to go all in, and I am going to work as hard as humanly possible, because this is the month that has changed my business every single year as a coach, guys. My very first summit, I came home from summit and I went all in. I decided I was going to drop out of college, right? And so I gave myself from when summit ended, July and August, to give this my 150% and to pour my heart into it and to see where it took me. In August, when everyone else, I was freaking 21 years old. When everyone else who was 21 years old was out at the pool, having summer vacation, enjoying their time off of school, I was busting my ass. And I've continued to bust my ass every single August since. And you know where it takes me? To the next level. It propels me through the rest of the year. So you pick. I'm not saying you have to be all in. You can pick the snooze button, but you decide. You are in control, and you are the one that's going to change the situation that you are in today. So if you don't like where you are, stop pointing the finger, stop looking at others, and look in the freaking mirror. Because it's you. It is you that is holding you back. It is you that is stopping you from living your dreams. Okay? So get out of your own way and go all in. We on the same page? Okay? Okay, sorry, I'm just pulling up I've got the quotes. I wanted to just show these quotes because I've got just a couple quotes for you guys, but like, I feel like just seeing it hits home so much more than me saying it. And you get to stare at it, right? Instead of my face, stare at the quote. Okay? So, Gary Vee speaks so much truth, and what he spoke at Summit spoke to my heart and my soul, and he called me out on all my shit, and he helped me look in the mirror, and he also spoke so much truth that, I mean, has made me successful. The things that he said are what I've done to be successful, and I need to keep doing that if I want to be successful. I can't take my foot off the pedal. I got to go harder. And that is what Gary Vee helped me see, is that I can't just stop doing everything that I did to get me to this point. I got to keep going like no other. So, okay, let's keep going. Next quote. The dream is free. The hustle is sold separately, guys. Right? So I put this quote up here because although it takes heart and hustle, I want to talk about something that's really, really important. Hey, Brittany, I like the way you think, girlfriend. Okay, so I'm drinking my shake up. Okay, so here's the thing. You can put in all the hard work, but you are going to burn out so fast if you don't have a vision, if you don't have a why that literally makes you want to cry. Like, we don't just say that. Like, if your why doesn't make you want to cry, you gotta dig deeper. You gotta dig into that so much more, your vision. You know, I want you to think of, visualize exactly where it is you want to go, what it is you want to do on a daily basis, how it's going to feel when you're doing it on a daily basis. And you know what, Jamie, to be honest, I missed the Shanti thing. So I have no idea what Shanti said, and I can't wait to watch it. But you guys, seriously, you have just got to visualize what it is you want to make happen, but you can't just visualize it. You can't just dream it and then like expect you're just going to be like, ta-da, I'm here. No, there's no magical fairy dust. There's no nothing that is going to eliminate the hard work that it takes to make your dreams reality. There's no way around it. There's no shortcut, okay? So it's not going to happen. It's not just going to happen, but your vision is what's going to blaze the trail. I really don't think you can get anywhere if you don't have a vision. So if you don't have like a really big vision of why you're doing this and what you're working towards, then, excuse me, I just burped. Then you need to work on this now, okay? Get a vision board. Make it like tangible in front of you on a daily basis so you know what you're working towards, okay? So on the flip side of having a vision, right? How many of you have a vision? I want to know. How many of you have a why that makes you want to cry? Do you have that? Okay, Courtney does. Awesome. Okay, here we go. I see some more action in the chat box. Okay, cool. I'm glad you guys have that vision. That's awesome. So that's huge because you're not going to get anywhere without that, right? But on the flip side of that, there's no lack of people with big dreams, right? There is no lack of people with big dreams. No lack of that. That's why there's 400,000 coaches in the network and only 1% of them are successful. Okay, but don't let those odds confuse you. Don't let those odds confuse you there, okay? You're the only one. You're the only thing that determines whether or not you're in that 1%. You can be in that 1%. There is room for more than this entire team in the 1%. We've already proven how many people on this team can be in that 1%, right? Team Fit Revolution has no lack of people in that 1%. You can be in that 1%, but you are the one that determines that, guys. Okay, so there is no competition. There are no odds stacked against you. The only thing stacked against you is yourself. Yourself. And if you can overcome all of your mental limitations, your roadblocks, you will be successful and you will be a part of that 1%. But don't get confused, because you can't just have the vision, okay? What there is a lack of, the lack isn't lack of people with vision. Although there is a lot of people trying to navigate through life and through business without vision, which is obviously why they're getting nowhere. Where there is lack is people that are willing to frickin' work for it, right? Gary Vee straight up called us out at Summit, you guys. We are lazy. Not just the coach network. Society is frickin' lazy. We have become a lazy culture. We want things now with the stab of a finger with very little effort, right? We are an instant gratification society. Do you not agree? Does society not want things instantly? They want things now, and they don't want to work for them. They don't want to wait for them. They just want what they want when they want it. Okay? So the truth is, like, you guys, our culture's become lazy, but that doesn't mean you need to be lazy. Master the basics and just show up every damn day. You guys want to know how Brittany got to the top 10 in freaking less than 2 years? She showed up every single day and practiced the 10X rule every single day. She gave it her best every single day. Every single day, even when it wasn't easy, even when her kids were misbehaving, even when life was hard, even when she had family stuff going on. Because trust me, there's been thing after thing for Brittany. But the reason she's top 10 is she never let those things stop her. She never let those things get in her way or let them waver her belief or her doubt, right? She showed up every single day. And the reason not everyone's top 10 is because they're not willing to work as hard as Brittany. They're not willing to do the things that she did. You can be top 10. Brittany proves that anyone can do it. Sorry, Britt, I hate to take it away from you, but anyone can do it, right, Britt? Anyone can do what you did. They're just not willing to work that hard for it. And you did. And like, I respect you to the utmost because of your hard work and your effort and the fact that you just put your head down and did it and never made excuses ever. You prove that anyone can do it. And thank you for proving that. Like, it is so inspiring. So you guys, just decide, are you going to show up every single day? I loved the girl at Summit who said, you can quit today, but you can't quit tomorrow, right? It's okay to have a bad day. Not every day is going to be a good day. There's going to be a lot of bad days. There's going to be a lot of really hard days where you question things, where you want to just throw in the towel. You can give up today, but you can't give up tomorrow, okay? Just keep going. Keep going. Okay, so I want to go back to this. Does your why make you want to cry? My why makes me want to cry. But what I realized is it doesn't, that there's more than just me here. A big part of my why is Zach, right? And you all have families or significant others. So I think it's really important that your why makes you want to cry, but that it also makes whoever you're doing this for want to cry too. And that it's not just your goals, but that you're working on goals that you set with whoever that is. Whether it's your family, whether it's a significant other, that person needs to be on the same page. So at Summit, I realized that I had always set my goals. I have my goals written in my office. I have my goals on my whiteboard. I have goals in my planner. I have goals everywhere. Who has their goals written down? Do you have your goals written down? I hope so, because they're not going to happen if you don't write them down, right? So I've got my goals written down, but I never stopped to talk with Zach. I'd always be like, hey, babe, these are my goals. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to earn this much. I'm going to help this many people. But I never stopped to and I mean, even still, I was like, I'm going to work really hard so that you can quit your job and pursue yoga. But it was never us doing it together and really sitting down. So we had a really, really special conversation where we sat down and worked on goals that were ours. And it was life-changing. Life-changing. And I hadn't had that conversation with my significant other I mean, we talked about goals. Like I was saying, like I shared my goals with him, but this was different. This is when we sat down, I was like, hey, I want to write goals together. And it just changed everything. So I highly encourage you doing that if you haven't already. And if you have done that, that's awesome. I'd love to know if that's helping you. And if you don't have a significant other, you be your own motivation, right? Like there's so many times where I didn't have someone else that was part of my why, but now I do. And so if you have someone that's part of your why, it's just really important to share what you're working towards with them so that when you make sacrifices, when you are when your attention isn't 100% with them, they understand why. And it's never that you're neglecting them or that they're not more important than your business, because obviously your family, your loved ones, they come before business, right? But that's why you're building your business, is for them. And they have to understand that so that it's never one is taking away from the other, right? It's just really key, okay? So how hard are you willing to work to build your dreams? How hard are you willing to work to build your dreams? I want to know, what are you willing to sacrifice today to be able to live the rest of your life the way you've always wanted to? What are you going to sacrifice today? What is it going to be? Is it going to be TV time? Is it going to be free time? Is it going to be hanging out with friends? Is it going to be social events? Is it going to be sleep? Sleep. Yeah. Like, what is it going to be? You know, because everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, and you get to choose what you do with them. I like to say, I honestly don't think you have to sacrifice sleep. I say there's 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work, and 8 hours for play. So you might need to sacrifice some of your play time to build your dreams, right? So you can still have 8 hours for sleep if you spend 16 hours working your business or doing whatever, working your job and your business and helping your family, right? You have 16 hours. If you sleep 8 hours. So just saying. Just because I think sleep is a vital part of health, I always am going to advocate sleep because you can't be healthy without it. So I'm not saying you can't sacrifice some of it, but like at the same time, it's so vital for your own health and sanity. Okay, so you can have, I just want you to think about this really quick. Think about this. Think about this. You can have everything you want in life. Everything. Imagine that. You have everything you have ever wanted. You can have that. You can have everything. Your wildest dreams. What are your wildest dreams? Your dream car, your dream house, your dream lifestyle. Maybe it's minimalist and you just want to travel. You can have your dream everything. But you can't have it right now. You can't have it right now. We have become a society that just, like I said, we want it right now. So you can have everything you want in your life, just not right now. You have to be willing to work for it. The difference between wanting something and wanting it now. Think about that. You can want whatever you want in life, but you can't want it right now. And you have to be willing to work for it, and you have to be willing to make the sacrifices, because let me tell you, there's one type of instant gratification in this business. Does anyone know what the instant gratification is in this business? Yes, Liz, helping someone. That's the only instant gratification. It's the best feeling ever. And I hope you really love that feeling as much as I do, because that feeling is what fills my heart. It fills my soul. It creates this burning fire inside of me, because it is the best feeling. And I'm talking about helping someone regardless of whether they buy something from me or not. I'm talking about like helping someone just have a better day, helping someone, look at life a little bit differently, helping someone see that they can do it too. Any form of helping someone. To me, that is the only instant gratification in this business, and it is the best part about this business, because I can get it on a daily basis. If I'm out there in the dirt digging and helping people, it's the only way you get that instant gratification, is if you're in your inbox responding to messages, helping other people reach their goals, right? And that part of it isn't always pretty. But when you get that one message that makes the 50 messages you just responded to worth it, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's amazing. Okay? So when you're faced with obstacles and when you're faced with challenges, because please, let me guarantee, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be challenges, and there's going to be speed bumps. It wouldn't be life if there wasn't those, okay? You'd probably not be here. That's like, there's always going to be obstacles and speed bumps as long as you're living and breathing. okay? So instead of throwing yourself a pity party when life starts to rain down its shitstorm on you, be creative. Become a creative problem solver, okay? Because there is nothing that pity party is going to do for you besides make you feel bad, make you feel worse. It doesn't help you solve the situation. Yeah, it's okay to cry over it for a minute, but at the end of the day, get creative and find a solution to your problem, because there is a solution to every problem out there. Every problem, whatever it is you're going through, business, life, personal, there's a book out there to help you get through that problem. Trust me. I've read a book to help me through everything. I've considered going to therapy. I mean, I have gone to therapy, but every time before I go to therapy, I read a book first, and usually the book solves my problem. Not to say therapy isn't needed. Therapy is a great thing. It's a beautiful thing. I think therapy is a blessing, actually. But you get what I'm saying. Be a creative problem solver. When I have a problem, I go out there and I look for the solution. Oh my gosh, I'm going to quote, I think this is Liz. If it's not Liz, it's going to be Liz tonight. There's no lack of resources. There's lack of resourcefulness, right? So go out there and use those freaking resources that you've got. There's so many resources, not only for business, but for life, right? So stop throwing yourself a pity party and just adjust. Stop crying, stop complaining, stop making excuses. All you're doing when you do that stuff is wasting your time and like trying to make yourself feel better without actually solving your problem. Instead, turn that energy around and just freaking deal with it. Adjust your sails. Life is constantly changing. Change is the only constant, right? It's the only constant. Life is changing. Social media is changing. Yeah, he spelled out Google. GOOGLE.com. Come on, Google it. Google it. But if you don't want to Google it, there's the FAQs, there's our team page, there's like literally resources upon resources upon resources. Sometimes, yeah, there's YouTube. Sometimes I think the biggest problem is there's too many resources. Okay? Just get resourceful. Could solve any problem. Okay? So you guys, like, we just saw social media change like in the blink of an eye, right? What just happened on social media? Instagram stories. What? Actually, speaking of that, actually at the end of the call, we're gonna do an Instagram story and talk to Instagram and show Instagram what Team FitRev and what our team calls are all about. But yeah, like I like the rainbow filter. Yeah, that's the only thing Instagram stories is missing, is they don't have all the cool filters and geotags. But you guys, things are always changing and it's out of our control. There's nothing we can do to stop it. So stop complaining, stop bitching, and just get to work, okay? Get to work. The dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. Who's willing to put in the hustle? Comment in the chat box. I am. Me. I want to know who is going to hustle with me. The hustle is not always easy, you guys, but it is so freaking worth it. Hustle today to live the rest of your life the way you've always dreamed about, okay? Yes, let's do it. I love it. Okay. Now we're going to flip the script a little bit. This is the most I've talked, I think, since Summit. And I was like losing my voice at Summit. So I'm like trying to, come on, voice, make it through just a little bit longer. Okay. So we're going to flip the script, okay, and talk about the other piece of this puzzle. We just talked about the hustle. The hustle in your muscle. Yeah, let's do it. So let's talk about the heart, right? The heart. You can't have hustle without heart, guys. So I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel, right? So true, right? That is the truth. And in your conversations, you have the power to give people all the feels. All the feels. So what kind of feels are you going to spread around? That's probably not even a word, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, you have the power in your words and your actions and your daily conversations with people to make them feel a certain way. And here's the thing. People are going to do business with who? With who? If you were at Summit, you should know the answer to this. With people that they like and people that they trust, right? Okay? So how do you build trust with people? By showing them that you care first. By showing them that your heart is where your head is, that you are speaking and leading with your heart. Not, oh, I need a HIT Success Club. Not, I need to sign up a new coach. Not, this person is another number. Right? People can feel that. They can feel that in your conversation. Okay? So I think that we do two things here in conversation. One, we overcomplicate it by getting in our heads and thinking too much about what we're saying. Instead of just being human and leading with the heart, like we do or how we should lead all interaction with other human beings is with the heart, right? We'd have a lot more of the good things in the world and a lot less of the bad things if we did that. So stop being goal-oriented. Stop getting in your head and thinking too much about the end result and start just leading and speaking with your heart, because that's going to shine through and that's going to make all the difference in your conversations. Okay? So when you talk to people, get rid of the attachment to the end result. Get rid of the attachment of this person's going to be my next coach, this person's going to be my next challenger, this person's going to be my next success club point. Get rid of that, okay? And removing that, yes, speak to them like they're your best friend. My number one goal in my conversations is to make somebody's day. That's my number one goal. And that's what I apply to that is Operation BFF. I speak to every single person I interact with like they're my best friend. And you know the beautiful thing about that is I have reconnected with a lot of people on social media and not even realized that I know them in person. Like they either had a new name or a new picture or a new something, right? Like it was some person from my past that came back in and I was talking to them. And like if I had been talking to them like it was a complete stranger, it would have been really awkward. But because I talked to everyone, even strangers, like they're my best friend, it was fine. And when I realized that it was someone I knew, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I wasn't being weird, right? Right? Just be their friend. Lead with your heart. Make the only goal of your conversations to spread good vibes, to spread positivity, to spread hope, to spread joy, to spread kindness, to help others. Make that the only goal in your conversations and you will be successful. And don't be afraid to go for the invite once you've shown people your heart first. Okay? It's okay to go for the ask. It's okay to go, hey, I've got this upcoming group. Hey, I think you'd be amazing for coaching because of X, Y, and Z. But that message is only going to be well received if you've led with your heart first, showed people you cared, and built trust, right? Isn't that going to make all the difference when you send them an invitation versus being like, they're going to be like, oh, that person just wanted to get me into their group. If you just send them an invite from the get-go, get to know people, be genuine. And I don't care if people say yes or no to joining my groups or not. All I know is that my groups could change your life. That joining a challenge group or becoming a coach could be that life-changing thing that takes you to the next level. And so I'm going to offer it to people with my heart because I know what it's done for me. So I know what it can do for you. Take it or leave it. My feelings aren't hurt either way. But I'm going to go for the ask, and I'm not going to keep that locked up in my mouth. I'm not going to keep those words trapped because I'm too scared of what someone else is going to think about me. I'm going to start by leading with my heart, and when I go for the ask, I know it's going to be well received because I did that, right? Okay? So be really real with yourself. Look in the mirror. Even better, go look through your frickin' conversations. Go read your conversations and put yourself on the other end of those messages. How would you feel? How would you feel? They don't care what you said. They don't care what you did. They don't care what you know. How would you feel? And if you wouldn't feel good, then just take that. It's okay. If you wouldn't feel love and positivity and like you cared about the person on the other end, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just take that and apply it to all of your conversations moving forward, okay? Because that is going to make all the difference, guys. All the difference is showing people that you have got a big heart and that you're leading with it. They will trust you. They will want to work with you. They will want to be a part of whatever it is you're doing. They will want to be a part of your challenge group, your team, whatever it is, if you just show them these things first and you're willing to work harder than the person next to you. Okay? That's so amazing. I can't believe I didn't hear. Okay, I have to watch the Shanti thing. I feel kind of silly if I just repeated what he said, but hopefully you guys, like, I'm speaking from my heart right now. I'm speaking from my truth. You guys, when I look at myself and, you know, how I've become successful, it's from these basic things, from having a lot of conversations and from showing people that I'm genuine. I don't have any of the fancy stuff. I don't have all my shit together. I'm a disorganized hot mess. There is more things that I don't know than I do know. But what I do know is the basics that have helped me become successful. And that is what I'm going back to, is those basic things. And I know that it's going to, I've been like, you know, kind of pulling my hair. Why isn't this becoming easier for me? It's becoming harder. And it's because I've neglected the basics. That's the truth. So last thing I'm going to leave you with is be patient. Gary Vee talked about this, but patience, guys, it's they don't call it a virtue for no reason, right? Gary Vee said patience is the number one reason people lose as entrepreneurs. It's the number one reason. It's because they're not patient, they want it now, and they give up and they throw in the towel before the magic happens. Guys, be patient. It's so freaking worth it. Guess what? Every business, not just Beachbody. I mean, just think about every business. Think about the housing market. Think about the stock market. Think about every business. Think about Starbucks. Think about Google. Think about Apple. Think about Android. Every business has its ups and downs. It has its good seasons and its bad seasons. Every business is on a roller coaster ride. Every business is hard. Every business is going to have its fair set of challenges, okay? The key to success in every business is riding out that roller coaster ride and being patient. If you ride it out, you will see success. You will get to where you want to be, and you will live the life of your dreams. But if you give up, I can guarantee you that you won't, okay? So thank you so much for being on tonight. Thank you so much for those of you that invested in yourselves and got to Summit this year. Don't just take all the raw motivation and stuff from Summit and do nothing with it. Put your head down and get to frickin' work. That's what I'm doing this month. That's what we all need to do this month with Team Cup. There's countless opportunities for you to grow your business, to learn, to grow, trainings, all this stuff. But don't get stuck doing all the fun, fancy stuff, getting on team calls, getting on trainings, doing all this stuff. Do the work. Do the work. Take advantage of all the tools and all the resources. Don't get me wrong. It's so valuable. Our team is amazing. I had none of this stuff when I was building my business, FYI. Okay? You have got a roadmap to success. Use the roadmap and do the work. Okay? That's all you got to do. Cool. Well, thank you all so much for being here. Please don't hop off yet. I'd love to take a photo, and I'm going to open my Instagram. Actually, I'll just do it while it's recording. So this is pretty much the end of the team call. But if everyone can just give me a little wave, I'm going to just Instagram whatever story this is right now. Hey! Oh, wait. I just took a picture. What up, Team FitRev? We've got 30 people online. We just had an amazing team call. Thank you all so much for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you, guys. So thank you, seriously, you guys, so much. Oh, my goodness. Yay. Oh, my gosh, I'm so happy you were here, Jose. Please, can you do me a favor and, like, represent for all the men? Because I need a male rock star on this team to just go all the way and to represent. And I want it to be you. Please, let it be you, because we need someone, a male on this team, to just show people it can be done. And there is countless males in this business that prove that it can be done. Oh, yeah, maybe Brian or Zach. We'll get a little guys team going. That's the goal here. If it's not you, I'm going to find one. I like that, Courtney. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go.